there, I'm Kelly, and this is my channel, Incredible Anyway, where I talk about how to live an incredible life no matter what your circumstances are. In this video, I show you how my house was built to be accessible and meet my needs. My bathrooms. So this is a space that I've made for the bathroom. It's like a toilet room. This is the fan. And if I had my druthers, I would probably not have put this towel bar in here. I think I was concerned I didn't have enough places to hang up my towels, but as you can see, I've got a hook here, I've got a hook there, and they each have 3 prongs. They have 1, 2, and then 3, and that's pretty, it's actually a lot. And you can see I have one here for my towels next to the bathtub. So I kind of wish this wasn't here. I feel like it's in the way a little bit, but it's all right. I didn't want to have them remove it because it would actually ruin the drywall. So you can see on the floor here, there's plenty of space. Now, again, I probably would have made this space a little bit bigger if I was thinking about it. But I definitely think that the door is wide enough for a chair. I just think that it's not an ideal space because I didn't think about the dimensions. So if you're ever thinking about creating a bathroom that's handicap accessible, make sure you really think about the wheelchair going into spaces, what the turn is going to be like. You can see this is kind of a tighter turn. My wheelchair can make it, my power chair, because it does tight turns, but I think in a manual chair it would be kind of hard, or a bigger power chair. So you can see I think the most important part about this is that I have these, and they can go up and out of the way, although I don't really know why you would move them. Well, I guess the reason you could move it up and out of the way is if somebody was transferring a person from a wheelchair to the toilet, this would kind of move the handle out of the way because it does stick out a little bit, as you can see. I actually saw this in a public restroom, and that's where I got the idea. I really wanted to have bars on either side. I didn't want them to be connected to the floor. Again, these are reinforced into the actual studs, and I really like them. They feel really, really sturdy. The other way that you could make this perhaps more handicap accessible is not having it completely enclosed, but I think it's nice to have this area private. All right, so you can see with this toilet room, now I have a really great turning radius on my wheelchair. A lot of wheelchairs don't have that, but you can see I can easily get in. I'm actually fully in right now, which I should probably I'll have to turn on the lights first, and then so you see I'm actually fully in with room to spare. Now getting onto the toilet would be a problem with my wheelchair in here, but if you know, I have a lot of space over there, I could move it, looks like a good 6 inches over, and lift this up and have a little bit of space. But what I would probably do, since I live alone and don't shut the door, you know, maybe if I lived with somebody, I would shut that door right there. But for transferring purposes, you can see that I have access to this arm right here. So I'm going to, I could probably be a little closer actually. And then sit. And I have these 2 arms to hold on to. And then when I want to stand, and again, this could come a little bit closer. I just wasn't sure where I wanted to put my feet. So you can see this is how it looks. Standing up and transferring, sitting down. Oops. Navigating my way back out is going to be what happens. I think the door is you know, the frustration here, obviously, but doors are always, I think if you live in a house and you have a wheelchair and you use it in the house at all, which I do, most door frames and doors are hit with wheels. It's just part of it, but then I can back out of it and I can turn around here once I get to the sink mini stand, or once I get to the tubs, back, and then I can exit my bathroom. So I'm really thankful to have an accessible bathroom. If you guys have any questions about my bathroom, about any of the parts of it that make it accessible, if I didn't talk about something that you're curious about, please let me know and I will answer them in the comment section. Thank you guys for watching. I am Kelly. You are not alone, and go find your incredible anyway.
I'm just having a good time, having a bad